Coast and Fremantle, Western Derby 7. And away we go at Leederville Oval. It's going to be fierce early, as you'd imagine. Bella Lewis in the middle of that mix.
Seeing there, Ebony Antonio was early in the game last week, got into it, got 2 goals, kicked the 2 behinds. Probably the best game we've seen from her this season, and got a big role to play now with Anya Tai out of this side.
What's on the whiteboard for Daisy Pearce, do you think, coming into this game?
Well, I think getting a good start with some good momentum as McCarthy takes the advantage.
And kicks the opening goal. Freo strike first in Derby 7. It's tidied up here by Roberts. They need a mark down the line. They can't find one. It's cut off. Kick a whack. Dealt with solidly as she makes contact with the football. Newton gathers inside the line. Looks towards the pocket. Lovely hit up. And finds Biedenweg-Webster.
Wanted to get her over and play her in the midfield.
Biedenweg-Webster goes for it. And slots it. Dockers have the opening 2.
16 Eagles have not touched the football yet.
McKay went in the ruck. Roberts just crunched in a tackle by Seth, who said,
How's this? That is a Derby tackle. That's one that's going to be on the highlights for a long time. That is a big heads-up play.
Kick inside 50. West Coast good numbers behind the football on this occasion. It's Charlie Thomas. They've got so much to do.
Just taking those uncontested possessions where they're given.
And there's another one. Good option. It's Sarah LeKay. Thought about playing on. Should be called to go. Almost got herself into trouble. In the end, just puts it on the boot to a one-on-one at half forward. Gives whack for a chance. This is Lauren. She's rolled. Here's an opportunity at the back. Dockers are away. 65 out. Kick towards the pockets. Nicely read. O'Sullivan got back. Chance for Newton. Couldn't quite collect the first time. And Bell came back to lay the tackle. Here's Tanisha Kickawack. It just wouldn't come back.
Didn't sit up for her. It was just her and the goal square. That was all that was left. So if it did come back, she was every right to run it way into goal and
hold
the goal.
Advantage.
Oh.
Goal. Dockers have got 3.
Uncontested possessions, the only one they're down in, and tackles +8. So despite the scoreboard heavily being in Fremantle's favour, they've put together a really good term.
Another opportunity here for Roberts. Lewis got it away from the stoppage. Critical kick here for Ella Roberts, final minute of the opening term. She punches through it strongly, but this time she misses left.
If anyone from the West Coast Eagles is spare, they need to look around and work out where the dangerous Fremantle player is.
Well done by Roberts. Great tackle, though. Roberts was goal side. Where she needed to be, K-Mac.
This will be a great way, and just that tackle pressure is phenomenal from a small forward.
From the pocket. Floats it. Just misses near side.
The worst thing's just happened for her. She's trying to come off for a sub or for an assessment, and they've taken an intercept mark, so she has to now try and defend.
O'Driscoll punches it back inside 50. Body work. Drennan into trouble. She had some support, though. It's Weston who wants to light up the Jets. Can she run away from Craig? Kicks to a one-on-one. Good body work from Brazelwork. Gibson under the football. Kelly yet to have a touch. Neither is Roxy Rue or Franklin. 3 of their key forwards. What a tackle. In came Verrier with a huge hit on Charlie Thomas.
That's a massive tackle. That's what you want from your forwards. As soon as that player that's a defender takes a step backwards, that's where you need to be. And it creates this, a forward half turnover and then a mark inside forward 50.
.35 out. She's pushed it right. Kick inside 50 to a one-on-one. Braziler against Gibson. Gibson, lovely give. Weston straightens up. Can she finish for West Coast first? She cannot. 4 behinds for the Eagles. Gabby up to 11 now, leads the game for Fremantle. Lewis has had 12 for West Coast.
Yeah, she's been huge for them. Just her ability to use the footy so cleanly. Her kicks low, flat and hard where they need to go.
That's where McCarthy went low, flat and hard. Inside 50 for Thomas, puts her under pressure. Antonio tries to work her way to the front. Ebb back on the ground after receiving some treatment to that hand. Umpire says play on. Some miscommunication. Quick snap. from the pocket was a good effort in the end. Might have been Seth, in fact. Kick back towards half forward. Kaufman. West Coast have got numbers back here, but it's a dangerous one. Antonio gathers, pops a handball, beaten Webster into an open goal. She kicks a second. Hosking couldn't control the grab, which now puts her under pressure from O'Sullivan. She managed to elude the tackle. O'Driscoll back with courage. Steaming out was Wakfa. Brazel so clever through traffic. Off to McCarthy.
The goal is to hurt your opposition, but the idea is if someone's going to sit back in the hole and take intercept mark after intercept mark, you have to get some body on them, make it hard for them to do that, and Wakfa did come through, and it was all fair, all clean, but it's what you need to do as a big key forward. It's what you need to do as a big key forward.
Side 50 dominance from Fremantle. Here's a chance for Hosking. Will it sit? It won't. Hits the post. Good positioning from Wakfa. Got in front of Webster. Took the mark. Gave it to Lewis. 18th touch for Bella, leads the game. Newton's got 14 for Freo. Lewis directs traffic, chips it inside 50, but no one there for West Coast. It's easily picked off by the veteran Laura Pugh. Such a stalwart in defence. That kick dropped by Runnels. Weston comes in to put some pressure on. Emma O'Driscoll on the boundary line, having received some treatment. McCarthy, she's crunched. This is a tough contest at Leaderville. Kick to centre half back was an awkward one for Lally. She gets hammered by Roxy Rue. Off to Britton from 40 out towards the square. And the mark is taken by Amy Franklin. Needs to slot this for the Eagles, and she just chips it through. West Coast are on the board, 16-point margin. McCarthy will just clear the zone and take some territory. Free kick, Webb was being held, goes against Mulholland. Free kick, Mackenzie Webb. So they can maintain the pressure here, West Coast.
Silly there from Mulholland, didn't need to collect the ball, just leave that to trickle away and get your defence some time to set up behind the ball.
80 seconds left on the clock here. If West Coast can find another goal, that will really light up Western Derby 7. To the pocket, McCarthy kept her feet with strength. Run down by Roberts and gone. Well, Ella Roberts kicked 2 behinds in the opening term.
The Tools have brought it to ground all afternoon, and there's been no one at the feet.
Roberts almost on that occasion. Franklin crunched. We just mentioned Jess Lowe and how tough she's been. And Ash Brazel looks sore.
And despite it being like that, it hasn't been like one of those really scrappy, contested games. It's just been, everyone's been really hard at the ball.
O'Driscoll.
And then around the ground, LeKay's just done everything she can to make sure Strom can't take those marks.
Yeah, we're seeing some real development in Sarah LeKay. Here's McCarthy from 48 metres. Bounces it, just misses left. Oh, that would have been a body blow.
Rebound 50s happening through that. LeKay just competed, made sure she couldn't take the mark.
And then got the tap to Britton. Off to Roberts. Should be confronted. Nowhere to go. Great defensive work from Fremantle. Wait for the tap. Rowley runs onto it. Can she escape McCarthy? Few can. 9th game for Fremantle. She'll
probably
be
not.
60 from goal.
That's a bit far.
She'd need a barrel and a breeze. And they're in no hurry. Great body work, McCarthy. Got rid of Webb, couldn't complete the grab. Slips a tackle, beats 2, throws it on her boot, heads towards the square. Up goes Schilling. In fact, it was LeKay. Kaufman, Lally, snaps. And Fremantle will win 7 straight derbies. It has been a tough, tough game. Played in pretty good spirit. It's just ferocious.
Yeah, it's the word to describe this game. Absolutely ferocious at every contest.
Schilling's kick back to the wing. There's Newton, Hosking. Right to the final siren. The Dockers go 7-zip in Western Derbies. Fremantle maintain their perfect record over West Coast, and they keep their double chance hopes alive.